Man, oh man, do we have some things to talk about today, y'all. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows what was recently dropped regarding Unbound, and that is the Ultimate Collection add-on for the game. It was kind of a stealth drop though, so for everyone who is not aware of this, let me bring you guys up to speed, don't worry. This add-on includes everything from the past 8 volumes, including all the cars, all the cosmetics, and all the custom cars, among other things. We got a part of the community that is upset, a part of the community that feels like it was a great thing, and another part of the community that feels that because it's launched, it means that Volume 9 is the last update. We will be getting into all of that. But with all that being said, if you enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe. We are stupid close to 600 subs, so let's get it popping by the end of the month. I know we could do it. The first thing that I want to say is, I believe this is 100% worth it for all those who have not been on the game for quite some time, or for those who never got a chance to pick up every premium speed pass or completed the speed passes. As for those who are new, I doubt there are many of you guys, but it is worth it picking up for you guys as well. This Ultimate Collection upgrade is essentially $100+ worth of content for way less. You are getting all the premium speed passes, which include all the cars locked behind paywalls, and on top of that, you don't have to pay for the upcoming Volume 9 speed pass, which is premium when it finally drops. The thing that is not worth it is the Palace Edition. Do not buy the Palace Edition and the Ultimate Edition upgrade. That is a complete waste of money, and a lot of people's reason for even buying the Palace Edition in the first place was due to you getting early access to the game. Clearly the game is already out, so the main drawing point for that edition is gone anyway. Of course, you also get some additional funds, clothing, and cars to start off your journey, but it's nothing of great value. With a bit of grinding, you can have all of that and more for free. I mean, you don't even get the keys to the map. If any sort of content should come with the higher edition of the game, maybe it should be the one thing that can help players find stuff around the game. But sure. Another thing I want to speak on is I am genuinely surprised that EA was willing to make a decision like this at such a low cost for players. EA is a pretty greedy company, so the fact this upgrade even exists is beyond my understanding. I mean, think about it. They were just releasing catch-up packs for every volume. Now we get every single one of those things in one place for less? There are quite a bit of people who are upset that this has come due to them spending money on each speed pass, and what I say to that is we win some and we lose some. I wouldn't even really categorize it as a real loss because everyone who did not complete the speed passes or those who never even had the content to begin with had to wait until now to experience it, while you were all able to get the cars and cosmetics from day one of the purchase. You paid to experience the new content at that time, and I think it was fair for Criterion and EA to do that. Everything can't be free, and the stuff that was offered was worth it in my opinion. But now, those who don't have anything can get it as well. Yes, the price is drastically different between buying the passes when they dropped and right now with the Ultimate Collection update, but that's the pay-to-play decision we all made when pulling out our funds. It has been months since the release of some of these volumes, and people are just now getting that content. And I'm willing to bet you've been having fun that entire time with the new cards and new cosmetics, so let's all just keep it pushing. Now the next thing, probably the biggest thing on the list, is what does this mean for Unbound? Is the content for Unbound stopping? Will Volume 9 be the last update? I'm going to tell you all straight up, I do not know. In fact, I'm 100% certain that I do not know the answer to that question. No, there are no NDAs that I've signed regarding information on the game, and I'm pretty sure I am blacklisted from joining the EA Creator Program, so there is no source that I could pull from to give you all a solid answer. But what we can do is speculate. Clearly, we all know that Volume 9 is happening, and from the context clues of the font used in the Ultimate Collection upgrade, it seems to be Most Wanted themed. We all kind of knew this though, and I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out what things will most likely be in the upcoming update, so we won't focus on that too much. Let's all assume that we can be expecting 2 new cars, a new game mode, and probably a few new tracks. I think it's safe to say that, right? However, a lot of people are saying due to this upgrade coming out, it means that the game is done after Volume 9. Maybe it's the optimism in me or the huge glass of coke that I'm sipping on, but I do not think that is the case, at least for right now. In my personal opinion, I think that they are releasing this to prepare older players and newer players for the next wave of content that will be dropping. Just going off multiplayer video games that drop numerous DLCs, a lot of games release huge catch-up packs that have previous weapons, missions, gear, all that sort of stuff to prepare players for an upcoming new update. I do not think that Volume 9 will be the last update. Let me say this again. I could be wrong 100%, and it would not surprise me if this was actually the final update. The dev team has pretty much used every single thing that they could for updates for this game regarding inspiration fuel drops. Hot Pursuit has been added, Drift and Drag has been added, and now it seems Most Wanted will be added. What is there left for them to actually do? The argument that this is the last update is also very strong, and on the opposite side, it would make sense for them to release this, especially with the Volume 9 Premium Speed Pass included. With all the stuff that is included in this upgrade, it truly does seem like Criterion has put in the towel, and this is the final content drop besides the Volume 9 update to ensure that all players can experience everything the game has to offer from last year and this year. Another thing to keep in mind though is that this may be the last big update, but even if that is the case, I do not think it will be the last thing the team does for the game. I do believe that small content drops will happen, and that can include new tracks, quality of life fixes, and limited time events, but new cars may not be a part of it. If new cars are added, they may pull what Need for Speed Heat did and release them on their own, but behind a paywall, of course. I do not think that big things like a race builder and a whole map expansion would be added either. Those sort of things tend to be announced in advance, kind of like what Crew Motorfest is doing and what Forza has done twice. Honestly, with the dev team being dragged into the building of the new Battlefield game, Need for Speed might be in a bad place once again following the stoppage of updates for Unbound. We all remember how dead Need for Speed was after Heat and how long we were waiting for even a speck of news on the next game. I would really hate for that to repeat itself, even with the support that this game has gotten. If this is the last update, it better be amazing and it better be a game changer, meaning this update better set the game up for the next one and keep players hooked. The Need for Speed community deserves that, and I think Criterion knows this, so I have my expectations a bit higher for this new volume. That being said, we weren't even supposed to get a year 2 of this game, so I do still want to give praise where it is due. Need for Speed really did come back from the abomination that was Heat and the lack of support for that game. Unbound is one of the best Need for Speed games of all time, and I'm very heavily leaning towards it being the best game of all time. The team listened to the community, met with representatives about the game multiple times, and even asked for feedback for a lot of the work they have done. They have been transparent with us for a lot of the way, and the fact they brought Unbound from the mess it was in the first few volumes to what we got now is nothing but amazing. This is one of those games that won't just be forgotten, and I'm a firm believer that people will continue to play this game way past the release of newer games. But how do you all feel about this news and what it could possibly mean for Unbound? Do you all think that this is the end of the road, or will there be a year 3? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.